Welcome to the SFL. I'm Cameron Irvine, lead play-by-play man and commissioner of the First Football eSport League, and this extensive guide will help you find everything you need to get the full SFL experience, or the experience you want. The first step to learning more about the league is on SFL Interactive, the multimedia hub of our website. Head to simulationfl.net and click on the Interactive tab in the menu. Once you're there, create your profile and receive your first 10 points. They'll show up in the upper right-hand corner. Points can be used to pay for anything from player progression to photo galleries and so much more coming soon. On SFL Interactive, you can watch exclusive league content like behind-the-scenes footage and videos, amazing plays, and classic games. You can also watch live games every Sunday night and participate in live lotteries, which can net you more free points. Back on Discord, introduce yourself in the Introductions channel to receive permissions. Tell us how you found us, who you are, and what you're interested in. From here, you can message team owners and general managers and inquire about joining the live stats, beat writing, multimedia, or broadcast teams, and hunt for your future home on the field. There are two ways to get on a team, either as an undrafted free agent or through the rookie draft. If you join in the months of April, May, October, or November, you qualify for the rookie draft right away, since rosters are locked during these months while the league wraps up seasonal competition and teams are re-signing or signing veteran players. If you join in any other month, becoming an undrafted free agent is your most likely route. Either option can net you success. If you're going into the rookie draft, a little bit of everything can go a long way in a competitive field. Make an impression by purchasing or gaining your points for player progression in advance. Earn a high chat ranking and show your desire and professionalism in the community chat rooms and in private messages with teams. Join a league staff, team, or contribute to the league's general fund. Drafts are held at the beginning of every June and December. If you're going to get scooped up as an undrafted free agent, your chat ranking determines what type of opportunities you could have. To find out if there are any recent openings on teams, check the player openings section of Discord. If all rosters are full, don't be discouraged. Opportunities come up all the time, and it may just be the perfect fit to start your career. Every offseason, you're able to start completely from scratch if you want, or you can negotiate a new deal with your current team or a different squad. Games are broadcast Sundays through Tuesdays on our SFL networks on Twitch, YouTube, and Fuel. While you're subscribing to those feeds, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and give us some love on Instagram. If you need or want to talk to league staff, we're always listed in gold at the top right of the member list in Discord when we're online, and we'll always try to assist you or make time for you as best we can. That's the Simulation Football League, and that's just the start. Thanks for being here to make an impact. I can't wait to call your name.
And returning it back the other way is Jack Burton, and Carolina has a touchdown on a pick six.
Spins out of a sack, throws it to the back of the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown.
So they're like, oh, well, we need real players. Like, oh, okay. So you need a quarterback? Sure.
He's up to the 30. He's gone, baby. My goodness. Somebody cool off that man's feet because they're on fire.
Throw. King wants it all now, and it's caught! Oh! Touchdown, Chicago!
Unbelievable play! That's got to be number one this week, and we just got started!
People like immersing themselves in all the buildup that goes in, and with that,
this is going to explode big time.
The SFL Network on YouTube welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
And you are looking live from the Pride Den in Tallahassee, Florida, as the Tallahassee Pride open up their Season 13 home schedule against the Baltimore Vultures. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colin Northup alongside Rick Northup on color commentary.
Good evening, everybody.
These two teams, they know each other well. Baltimore is looking to get back in the playoffs, and for Tallahassee, they're still hunting that elusive ring. And they brought back an old face in Kevin Bain to try and help them with that. Baltimore has never beaten Tallahassee head-to-head. They're 0-2 all time. Although Baltimore is coming off an impressive 44-26 victory over Mexico City.
Ouch.
And Tallahassee's coming off of a close shave victory over Carolina, 17-10. Coin is called, and it is heads. And Pride have won the toss and tails. They elect to take the ball. Christensen. And kickoff will be shortly. Rick, we've seen this Tallahassee team be explosive before with A.J. Francis at running back. What do you expect from them?
No doubt, and I think tonight's contest is going to be filled with a lot of banging and clanking, back and forth. That's my official analysis. Bold analysis, Cotton.
Shark Tarkington to kick off for Baltimore. He has his hand in the air and kick it. We're underway.
Let's go.
Return by the Pride will be up to about the 23-yard line, and that's where we'll see Christian Christensen, the franchise's all-time passing leader in yards and touchdowns, go to work first.
Spin move right off the bat. Dig the purple, Colin. What say you?
Yes, it's the all-purple look. They call them Purple Rain after a certain 80s superstar.
Purple Rain. Making it rain.
And here's to get to A.J. Francis, and he picks up 2 yards. Tackle made by Papa Joe Dazzo, number 47. So we'll set the rest of the lineup for you defensively for Baltimore. They have Joe Dazzo, linebacker, number 47. Amon takes number 56 as the linebacker. The defensive backs are number 25, Kaz McFly, number 28, Wild Thornberry, a.k.a. Hendricks. As Christensen will pop this out to the left side. It's complete to Ken Gossett to the Tallahassee 31-yard line, setting up a 3rd and 2.
Not bad. Runs that out route just a little bit deeper. Makes yours truly very happy.
Back on the field, we have a 3rd and 2. Christensen under center, looking at the defense. Back to throw he goes, sets up, fires over the middle. It's complete to number 89, Lee Majors. And the $6 million man picks up a first down on 3rd down.
You know, it doesn't seem like if you're half bionic man that you ought to be allowed on the field, but yeah, there we are. Colonel Steve Austin playing as his alter ego.
Christensen will fire this out, and it's complete. Out of bounds for a 4-yard pickup. That is Hunter Jones. Most recently with OKC, and before that he was with Indianapolis.
Okay, I got to tell you right off the bat, I did not expect to have a Kenny G blast in the chat in tonight's game. Mega ups for Ray Bentley.
Bunch formation. Christensen fires down the middle of the field, complete, and here we go with the hurry-up offense.
Not bad. I like what they're doing. They've got them a little off balance here in the early sledding, Colin.
Grayson Willis, number 11, with that catch. Here's to get to Francis up the middle, and A.J. Francis gets blown up.
You know, I thought that was going to work. They ran hurry up and then a quick dive into the line. Just trying to catch them before they can get their defensive scheme set.
And the throw out is complete to the 40-yard line, and here we go with the hurry-up first 3rd down of the day.
Watch for them to go back to that at some point.
Here's Christensen, back to throw, fires over the middle, complete first down. Tackle made by Dazzo, but that's Hunter Jones. Here's Christensen, swings this out to Francis. Francis breaks off a tackle before Dazzle
The
knocks him down after a pickup of 5 yards.
the defense is going to have to figure out those over the middle 10 and 12-yard routers because Tallahassee's eating them up on this drive with those, Colin. They found something on film, obviously, in the center of the D.
And the safeties for Baltimore, Tony Willis and Giovanni Bolt, as Christensen gives off to Francis on the carry. And he picks up a couple of yards. It picks up a yard. They'll set up a 3rd and 4. Joe Dazzo on the tackle. Here's a look at Papa Joe, one of the original Baltimore Crabs who came back once this expansion team was founded. As Christensen pops this over to Gossett, who gets out of bounds at the Baltimore 14 for a first down.
If they end up putting some points on the board, this will be a potential clinic film, this little series right here, Colin. They are coming out, firing on all cylinders.
Split backs in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Back to throw over the middle of Willis. It's complete down to the 7-yard line. It will be 2nd and 3.
Glad to see everybody likes Kenny G. That's what I gotta say. I'm just waiting for the Pride to stick this in the end zone. Seems like it's inevitable, Colin.
I would agree with that. And here's to get to Francis. Francis juking in the hole, but pushed back before he can get the first down completely.
They're going to keep giving them a steady diet of Francis, because at some point, he's going to shake loose.
And at 3rd and 1 from the 5, Tallahassee lines up in the shotgun. Christensen back to throw, sets, fires to the end zone. Hunter Jones for the touchdown. Tallahassee.
Not sure what the secondary was thinking there. They just backed off and let him get a free run 2 yards deep in the end zone. And he hits him with it. Look at that.
He was wide open.
That's the very definition of wide open.
Wild
Stick
Thornberry
that
was
in
trailing deep.
Dictionary.com.
Trailing already. Deep on the play.
Yeah, you take that. You can take that audio, and that's the very definition of talking over your play-by-play talent guy. Sorry about that, Colin.
Extra point by Richard Douglas is up and good.
Two good names there, Colin Douglas.
With 5:56 to go in this first quarter, Tallahassee is in front of Baltimore 7-0.
Well, you can send that one to the archives. That little first series. Now let's see what Baltimore has got in store.
As the Giovanni Bolt is down to the 29. As Mike Dazzo is under center with Bishop Warfield to the bottom. Here's to get to T-Roy Gaines, and Gaines will pick up about 2. Tackle made by Atkins. Set the Baltimore offense for you. Mike Dazzo, the quarterback, number 7. T-Roy Gaines, the 3rd-year halfback, number 35. Wide receivers are Bishop Warfield, the 2nd-year wide receiver. Daly Holder, number 87, and Graham Lloyd Jr. As the throw goes out to Holder, and he's near the first down marker. No, that's Warfield, rather, on the reception, number 15. And it sets up a 3rd down and 1 situation. Here's to get the gains up the middle, and he easily picks up the 1st down. That's the Tallahassee defense for you. Number 74, the defensive tackle, Hunter Norwood. The defensive ends are number 91, Taekwon Hill, and number 95, Kevin Bain, fresh off a season spent in Alaska where he won a championship. And then the corners are number 27, Bernard Gooden, and Michael Sprouse. As they carry up the middle, the gains picks up 5 yards. And the safeties are Sher Chappelle, number 26, and Alex Bond, at strong safety, number 29.
Well, here comes Baltimore, Collins. They get out to midfield with
a completion to Lloyd Graham Jr. down the middle of the field. And he's all excited about that one down to 39. Just a beautiful catch there and an even better tackle. The referee managed to get gracefully out of the way there.
Our 62 isn't our 62 for nothing.
Dazzo back to throw, pumps down the middle of the field. It is intercepted. It is intercepted by the Pride, and they return it to their own 36-yard line. That's Bond, Alex Bond. For the uninitiated, he was looking for Daly Holder, and Bond swiped it away from him.
License to intercept from the British government.
Although Christensen lines up with an empty shotgun, 4 wide receivers in the pattern, 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Christensen back to throw, fires this one deep, and he almost threw it right back as Kaz McFly swatted it away.
McFly, hello. Well,
looking for Gossett on the corner route, and it almost burnt.
Yeah, Pride trying to bust one right after the interception, the change of possession, and it darn nearly cost him.
Christensen will line up with split backs in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Willis in the slot. To the top of your picture, Tallahassee shows blitz with a linebacker. They come with it as Francis will get the carry and he will pick up 3 yards. Set up a 3rd and 7 at their own 39. Francis and Hendrick Thornberry getting into it over there as we take a look at this 3rd down and 7. Trips to the top. Christensen back to throw. Sets has a good pocket, but Ahmad knocks it away.
Jeez.
Pass intended for Swain. And
good deed. Baltimore is stepping it up on this defensive series, Colin. Tallahassee is not as successful as they had been on the first of their possessions.
And we have a punt from Tallahassee. Number 9, Howard McCoy.
The real McCoy.
And the return by Bolt will get up to the 26-yard line.
It's a little known fact. McCoy first made his mark on the world as an engineer for the Michigan Central Railroad, developing many innovations, including advanced bridging techniques, and an automatic oiler system that later became known as the Real McCoy.
2 tight ends in a balanced line. Gains the deep back. T-Roy gets it second man through, but he's stopped for no gain. Tyquan Hale and the linebacker Atkins, number 59, on the stop. A loss of 1, 2nd and 11. And Dazzo, under center, has gains, lined off to the right-hand side. Back to throw he goes, sets, fires, complete to Holder, out of bounds. And set up a 3rd and 6. He's up to 24 yards. Christensen up to 71. Standard pro set backfield, 3 wide receivers for Baltimore. Holder in the slot. Back to throw, and down goes Dazzo. Through the middle, unabated to the quarterback was Hunter Norwood, number 74. Burst through there like a tornado in a trailer park.
I think that surprised everybody. And now we get to see the punt.
A punt from Gates. He gets it away. It's relatively good hang time. Fielded by Jones, who returns this to his 41-yard line.
Well, we're going to have good field position here to start out this possession, Colin. And Baltimore stepped up, made some adjustments.
Welcome to the Simulation Football League. I'm Colin Northrup along with Rick Northrup.
Hello.
As Christensen will wander up under center, split backs, take a quick drop back pump. Avoided 1 sack but couldn't avoid a double team as he goes down in a heap. Number 70 for Baltimore, Albert Butler, will get credited with half a sack on the play.
Yeah, that one just happened really fast. Clearly the armchair quarterback in us said he should have gotten rid of it. Even out of bounds. Trying to make something happen, and he pays for it.
Instead, he eats the ball. And he likes it.
Look at nothing and like it.
There's the throw for Jones. Go out of bounds at the 46. No, that's Willis, rather. His 4th catch for 32 yards. Set up a 3rd and 5. And the 46.
Thank you.
It's just, we have some.
We got a little lagging coming in here at the in the booth.
We reach the end of the first quarter. Tallahassee's in front, 7-0.
Well, Colin, I expected at least a lead change or 2 here, but Tallahassee goes down and sticks the points on the board. And
Stimulation Football League on YouTube is brought to you by APM Music, Custom Music Library, Custom Music House, Fuel, and Matt Doyle Designs, the official design partner of the SFL. Media Tech Institute. Turn your passion into a career. Those are the lovely air views of Tallahassee, Florida. For more drone shots, visit airviews.com. We begin the second quarter. Francis gets the carry and will get to the Baltimore 27. There's Christensen's rating, almost at 120. He's 1 yard away from going over 100. here in the first half. Christensen drops back to throw, fires the pass. It's a one-handed interception by Wild Thornberry.
Marvelous Thornberry. Wow.
He was in press coverage on Gossett, turned around with one hand and snagged the ball.
He goes full Charles Woodson on that one, Colin. That is impressive. And a fortunate turn of events for Baltimore, who would like to get their offense on track here.
And the Vultures come out with two tight ends. T-Roy Gaines the deep back. Dazzo to throw, however, will fire this out to Bishop Warfield, and Warfield gets ushered out of bounds after a pickup of 7.
Not a bad throw, especially considering he had a short drop. And those always make me nervous, Colin, especially when the defense is getting some pressure, getting a little push on the offensive line there.
And Chad is reacting to the interception as they give to Gaines. Second man through. Picked up the first down.
He did. Nice. Nice. An important first down for Baltimore. Of course, every first down is important, but here in the early going of the second, I love this formation. They're going to score.
Here's to get the Gaines again, and he loses 2 yards.
Making me look bad. Oh, no.
Hunter Norwood on the tackle,
The announcer curse.
along with Tyquan Hale.
Maybe they should have thrown out of that instead of running out of the standard old-style running formation.
Now they come out with 5 wide receivers. Tallahassee in press coverage, looking to be aggressive here. Here's Dazzo, fires over the middle. It's complete to the receiver, but it'll be about 5 yards short of first down. That's Montgomery to set up a 3rd and 5.
Bernard Montgomery, fresh off the offensive in North Africa.
A good one there.
You might be the only one who knows what I'm talking about. And
Here's to get the Gaines up the middle, and he carries 2 people past the first down marker. One of them was Alex Bond. The other was big Hunter Norwood.
like he said, hey, why don't you come with me and check out this first down?
You gotta be impressed by a guy like Gaines, who's really been balling so far, if you ask me.
Indeed.
Standard pro set backfield. Dazzo changes the play. Back to throw he goes. Fires an outlet pass to Warfield, who picks up 4 yards. And at least he didn't go out of bounds while trying to make the catch.
Well, he kind of did. He had to come back for it and runs out of bounds when he had a lot of yardage in front of him, a lot of open space. They go 3 wide. They keep reserve in the backfield.
And Dazzo throws down the middle of the field, knocked away by Alex Bond.
More purple jerseys than white jerseys in the area. He just needed to air that out. You could see the receiver, I didn't catch the number on him, Colin, was behind the secondary.
I believe that was Holder.
Yeah, just needed to air that puppy out, put a little air under it.
And he's in a bunch with Warfield to the bottom.
We've seen that before in a couple other games where they just throw these darts.
And here is the give on 3rd down to Gaines, and he picks up the first down. What a gutsy call.
Gains for the gain. He's starting to feel it here a little bit, expressing himself, as it were. And Tallahassee's defense suddenly looks a little off balance.
As Baltimore is driving down the field, they're in pride territory at the 36. They have never beat Baltimore's never beaten Tallahassee in 2 all-time meetings. Zazzo had to step up in the pocket, throws, it's fumbled, and it's on the ground, and Michael Sprouse has the ball.
Oh, did he make a football move? Maybe we're going to get a review on this.
It looked like simultaneous catch hit.
Yeah.
We'll get another look at it here. Here's the throw to Montgomery.
He didn't have that. Well, I'm sure we'll get a challenge. There it is.
There it is. Tim Johnston throws the challenge flag.
He remembers what pocket he put it in, and he puts the red hanky on the field, forcing R62 into the
take
booth.
a look under the hood.
R62 says, I will not be reversed.
It looked like it was simultaneous catch, and then he lost the ball. He didn't actually make a football move.
I don't even think he had the possession of the ball. Here we go.
And R62 says it's an incomplete pass.
Congratulations, R62. You got one right. Well, your team at SFL headquarters.
So Baltimore gets a reprieve as they retain possession of the ball. Here for the 2nd and 10 from
with that bunch formation again.
Here's the throw. Holder and down the sideline he goes, breaks the tackle and gets the first down to the 17. Alex Bond there to wrap him up, his 4th tackle.
Somebody sing "This Is How We Do It."
There's Lloyd Graham Jr. lined up out of the bunch.
Cowie tippy toes.
And he broke.
Those dance classes his mom made him take when he was in grade school paid off.
Jamal Carroll was the unfortunate soul that tried to bring the big tight end down. He's 6'6", 256, so he's quite a load. Here's to get to T-Roy Gaines. Gaines breaks a tackle. They'll say he picked up 9.
Wow.
But that guy is always falling forward, is Mr. Gaines.
Here's your Baltimore Vultures pushing themselves deep into the red zone for the first time this evening. Monday Night Football. You're watching the SFL on YouTube.
Second down and 1. Gaines up the middle will pick up the first down to make it 1st and goal from the 6. Red helmets with red face mask and white jerseys, complete with red and black trim, and black pants complete with
Reversing out the white and the black. It's an old designer trick.
As the throw to the end zone is caught by Graham Lloyd Jr. for the touchdown, Baltimore.
And speaking of tricks, there's your first Vulture touchdown of the evening.
As he just runs the slant cut looking like a wide receiver right over the linebacker's outstretched fingertips is Lloyd Graham Jr. for the touchdown.
Embarrassingly for Michael Sprouse, had his back to the play and was actually being run off the play by the successful receiver. He's going to want to have that one back.
Alex Bond in the chat says the linebackers need to help him out. In a major way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had that call wrong. It was Sir Chapel or Chapel.
Chappelle.
Chappelle, my mistake. Michael Sprouse. All apologies. You were on your game.
All right. Don't forget to visit the Simulation Football League at Facebook. Facebook.com/SimulationFL. Tarkington kicks this into the end zone. And the return by Hunter Jones is up to the 22.
We've got 6:07 to play here in the second quarter. You're watching SFL Monday Night Football on YouTube.
And we got a 7-7 game. It's 6:07 to go before halftime. Remember, Tallahassee elected to receive the football to start this game as Christian Christensen operates out of a shotgun formation. One back to either side with 3 wide. Here he goes back to throw. Has all day to throw. No, runs out of time as Butler and others bring him down for another sack.
Wow, excellent play and sustained rush by Baltimore, Colin. As not only did he run out of time, he ran backwards.
And Papa Joe also getting in on the hits.
Point.
He wants to give his teammates ice cream as per tradition.
Is that right? I like ice cream.
That was a 9-yard loss. 2nd down and 19 to go. Back to throw. Throw complete to the sideline to Gossett. That cuts it. Pick up about 4. That cuts it to a 3rd and 15.
A manageable 3rd and 15. After that nice short out route throw. Get out.
Christensen in the gun. He throws down the middle of the field and he's got Hunter Jones at the 39-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
That was nice. That was schoolyard. Everybody go long play.
Christian goes, if I had another half second, I could have made a quick juke to evade. Well, buddy, not everybody's Eli Manning or Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham, nice. Here they go again, 4 wide, nobody in the backfield.
Only 3 down linemen for Baltimore. They got the 2 linebackers but behind the 3 linemen. Christensen has a clean pocket, fires over the middle, but Swain, there was a miscommunication as it looked to be Trevor Swain, number 17. Just couldn't hang on to the ball.
I agree with you. There's miscommunication. I'm not sure if he even expected the ball or if Christian just put it in the wrong spot, but that was janky.
As Christensen throws down the middle, complete to Francis, and he turns that little pass into a manageable gain to set up a 3rd and 4. He was the little outlet valve, turned around and said, "I'm here, throw me the ball."
We're tied at 7, and Baltimore answered an early touchdown, and Tallahassee's trying to figure it out here. Keep having to convert 3rd downs.
Christensen back to throw, fires down the middle of the field, knocked away. Thornberry, who had the interception, was in the neighborhood, knocked that away. Tony Willis as well, and that was on 3rd down and 4, punt forthcoming for Tallahassee.
Baltimore gives up the 3rd and 14, but continues to effort to get Tallahassee into 3rd down position, and they can't convert. So the ball at midfield, nearly midfield.
And a kick away by the punter. Bolt trying to spin to get something going. We'll get to the 22. Yes.
Let's go. 1st and 10 from the Vultures, 22
So
yard
T-Roy Gaines lines up in the backfield. Mike Dazzo under center, staring at the 3 linemen. Back to throw he goes, fires us out to Warfield, and Warfield will pick up 8 yards, and we'll send it to Commissioner Cameron Irvine for a game break.
Thank you, Colin. Over in San Francisco, Juan Thomas II hits Matt Burnham for a touchdown. Then Houston responds. Kentez Johnson to DR Sim. They're tied at 7-2 in the 2nd. Back to y'all in Tallahassee.
Well, thanks, Cam. Of course, DR Sim has a great history with Johnston in Baltimore as the throw down the middle is complete to Lloyd Graham Jr. at the 50. Alex Bond saved what probably could have been a long play, perhaps a touchdown.
Yeah, right here's another look at it, and boy, good thing he's got some speed because he was gone.
Got some shout outs. Lloyd Graham, TGM Jr., Alex Bond, Christian Pudnett, Michael Sprouse, and Jeff Melinison.
Ooh!
As the throw is knocked away by Sir Chappelle. Came knifing through there. Pass intended for reserve tight end number 45, Ty Jordan. So we have a 2nd and 10 from the 50. They break the huddle, 2 tight ends to balance the line. Morgan close, gains deep. 1 receiver to the top, that's Warfield. Gets to gain, 2nd man through, will lose 2 yards. As his average is now down to 3.3. Hunter Norwood with yet another TFL. We have a 3rd and 12. 4 wide receivers split out. Dazzo under center. Corners playing off for the Pride. 3-step drop, throw it down the middle. It's complete for the first down. And that is to number 86 for the Vultures, Edward Morgan. And the throw and the catch was beautiful too. Expert call trying to run the snake gun on 3rd down. Here we have from the 36. 2 receivers to the bottom, Warfield and Holder. He's in the slot. Dazzo back to throw. Goes to Holder's direction. He somehow manages to catch the ball despite a wicked hit for a pickup of 9.
Wow, he is not to throw into trouble right there and makes the completion.
He reached the 2-minute warning here in Tallahassee. It's still 7-7, but Baltimore's driving. Well, Rick.
Yes, Colin.
It's developed into kind of a tight, taut defensive affair.
It has. Totally against my pregame prediction of a banging, clanking, back and forth game. Maybe this sucker will open up, later in the second half. But
here's to get the gain. Sweeping wide, falling his guard, runs over a man and gets down to the 10.
It's tight, but backer sweep there, Colin, to the right side of the formation.
With the guard pulling around is the backside guard, number 77.
Oh, man.
Kirk Lawrence. As Gates ran over. I think that was Alex Bond.
Well, if you're a defender on that side and you see 77 pull out and start running at you, I think you just scared people out of the way.
3 wide receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mike is back to throw, fires right side, completes the Daily Holder to the 7, and Dazzo is now up to 124. Christensen at 131. Each quarterback has an interception and a touchdown pass to their name.
Just a little bread and butter, what's turning into a bread and butter play during this game for Baltimore. That short drop and the quick out. Maybe they're just trying to get Tallahassee's D spread, get a little more separation in the splits there, Colin.
Here's Graham Lloyd Jr. lining up in the slot. Flexed out in that Y position as they swing it out to Gaines, and Gaines spun off 1 tackle but couldn't quite spin off another. He stays in bounds, so it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 4.
Why not? They figured out how to run that a little bit better to my satisfaction, Colin, and they've had a couple of times got some decent yardage off of that.
Here's the bunch to the bottom. It's 3rd and 3. Clock running. We're winding close to a minute to go before halftime. Here's the throw to the end zone. Oh, it looked like it was dropped by number 11.
I don't know if we'll get another look at that, but it almost looked like the defender.
G.R. Malone.
Looks like he got tackled on that, maybe a little before the ball came, but the boys in the truck aren't going to show it to us, so we'll move on.
Welcome in the master, the three-time champion, Mighty RX, a.k.a. Max Paul, to the chat. Shark Tarkington to try this field goal from about the 10-yard line with under a minute to go. Clock stopped 58 seconds. Here is the field goal of 20 yards, and it is good. As we now have a 10-7 game with 55 seconds left.
It's official, our first lead change.
Don't forget the upcoming broadcasting schedule. We have Seattle playing host to St. Louis in their home opener tomorrow on YouTube. And then, of course, the championship game rematch between Denver and Alaska. You don't want to miss those. As the return by Hunter Jones, he nearly broke it open. He got knocked out of bounds at the 43.
Good job with a little sort of swim move here. We'll get a great look at it.
It was a deep kick about the 2. And
right
got the
there.
Multi-man block through the middle, broke a couple of tackles, and he almost took it back the other way.
He goes full Gumby there to sort of avoid that would-be tackler as he bananas his way through a little seam.
I think we're looking at Plastic Man. As Christensen lines up in the shotgun. With 5 wide, back to throw it goes, fires down the middle, right to Hendricks Thornberry, his second interception on the return 30, 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown on the pick 6. And he moons the offense.
The moon's out early tonight. Oh my. What a turn of events, Colin, here right before halftime.
Pass intended for Grayson Willis, but it's like he threw it right to the DB.
All right, all you children, you'll remember the early cautionary tale of throwing darts when you're supposed to throw a rainbow, and it happens right there. The receiver was open, got behind the defense, and just a little too much mustard on the ball, throws a rope. And the out-of-position defender is able to make a play and returns it for 6, Colin.
I haven't seen an interception that bad since Neil O'Donnell threw one right to Larry Brown in Super Bowl 30.
Yeah, that was bad.
As the extra point by Tarkington is up and through, so now all of a sudden it's a 17-7 ball game. And we're still trying to process this unbelievable turn of events here. They get a touchdown. They get a field goal on their drive, and then they get a pick 6 shortly thereafter. Tarkington kicks this deep to Jones. Can he do it again? And no, he cannot as he gets tackled at the 19. So Christensen has to be careful. And that's the second interception for Christensen. To the same guy, so the Neil O'Donnell comparison is more accurate, with Thornberry being Larry Brown.
Indeed.
Christensen, quick drop, fires it out to Francis, and Francis will get knocked out of bounds by Takes after a pickup of 2.
Oh, just 26 ticks left here in the second quarter. Boy, Tallahassee behind the 8 ball here. They need some points and probably not enough time left.
I bet you these Skyhawks are watching saying, we've scored defensively against these guys before. Zane Doty had a pick 6 last week for Carolina, and their 17-10 loss in their opening game. Christensen fires down the middle of the field. It's complete to Jones. It'll be about 3rd and inches, and I think they're just going to be content to sit on this ball.
They're going to wave the white flag here. Yeah, a little 10-yard routes isn't going to get it done. Back from your own 20 with less than a minute to go.
Here's to get to Francis. He picks up the first down. Time has expired. Baltimore leads 17-7 after one half of play. That last shot was Christensen going off the field, and he certainly has had his moments of good, but plenty of moments of bad. AJ Francis has really had to get going, just 18 rushing yards, half, 0 gains of 52. Pick 6 playing a large difference here in the early going. Dazzle with 128 yards and the 1 pick to Bond. That was the spectacular play by Thornberry. Lloyd Graham Jr. leading all Baltimore receivers with 58 yards and a touchdown. There's the touchdown right there. Joe Dazzle with 7 tackles. Sir Chappelle with 6. Hunter Norwood with a sack. Baltimore also picked up a sack from one of their non-contracted linemen. There to look at T-Roy Gaines running over Alex Bond. And we have our first crab sighting in the chat. I'm assuming that was on purpose, Mr. Demolition. Thornberry provided a comfortable margin with this interception return. There's been a pair of interception returns Christensen has allowed. I already mentioned. And then, of course, that one. Back on the field. We have a 17-7 game, and things have only gotten worse for Tallahassee because they have to kick off to start the third quarter, and they're already down 10. They don't want to be down anymore. Douglas will kick it to Bolt, and Bolt fields this from about his 10 and returns it up to 27. Welcome in Joshua Williams. Thank you for the reminder, Josh. Don't forget to hit that like button. I, for the record, have already did.
I've already done so.
I've already done so.
Well, the first game is on. If you're Tallahassee's on their defensive unit, they need a stop here.
And they'll start by limiting T-Roy Gaines to just a gain of 2. As Atkins, the linebacker, wraps him up. Alex Bond told CC he needs to stop being Neil Dellman and start being Troy Aikman. I think that was the extent of the talk to the coaches to CC from halftime as Gaines picks up more yardage, 6 yards, set up a 3rd and 4. No. Welcome in Rich Pratchard, Vancouver Legion wideout. And Jeremy Vega, owner of the Denver Nightwing. Dazzle fires down the middle of the field. It is complete to Lloyd Graham Jr. under that run-heavy set, and that picks him up a first down into Pride territory at the 48.
I get a good look at it there. Drops it right in the old breadbasket.
As commissioners pointing out that Pratchett had a huge game last night. for the Legion against Carolina. Got player of the game honors. And here's the give to Gaines. And Gaines will pick up 2 yards. Atkins in on the stop.
So that puts him in 2nd and long.
Oh, Jeremy Vega says, what's up to the best commenter duo in the league?
Hey.
Thank you. Effusive praise, sir.
Flattery will always get you a shout out.
And the throw over the middle. It's complete to the fullback. That's something you don't see very often. Chad Morgan outrunning patterns like he's Marshall Falk or somebody.
Yeah, I see you put us in 2nd and long. Check out our fullback, boys.
Somewhere Jim Harbaugh is smiling because he loves fullbacks.
Well, he's in Ann Arbor. That's where he's smiling. Here we go. Come on.
Here's Gaines donning the top of the eye. Here's to give to C-Roy. Second man through. Broke a tackle. We have a flag on the play. Looks like somebody might have grabbed Gaines' cage on the way by.
Oh, my. A little desperation.
Here we have a face mask call on the defense. That is number 51 for the Pride, Jeff Eaton. And that's all the poor guy could do is
He's just waving at him and gets a little inadvertent handful of face mask. Tags 5 yards onto the play.
And things just continue to be frustrating for Tallahassee. Here's to get the Gaines once again up the middle. He picks up 4.
A nice run.
Yeah. Here's 2 defenders. Folks trying to rally the Pride through their familiar chat. We have a 2nd down and 6. From the Pride 12-yard line. Here's Dazzo to the end zone, and it's picked up. This time it's Bernard Gooden. He gets it off the deflection from Chappelle, and they converted to safety.
And that's
Gets his first pick of the game.
That's that defensive play I told you they were going to have to come up with here.
As Chappelle helped tip it, and Gooden helped bring it down. Here's Christensen with the operating at the bunch to the bottom. And he throws out to Grayson Rose. Trying to spin inside. No, that's checked in. That's Hunter Jones. His 6th reception on 7 targets.
He tiptoed out of bounds just short of the line of gain, even though they didn't get to him till later. But it brings up 2nd and short.
There was an 8-yard pickup on the previous play. 2nd down and 2. Yeah, the Pride are really going to be looking for a touchdown, down by 10 at this junction. Throw it down the middle of the field. Oh, it was almost intercepted by Tony Willis. Joe Dazzo got his hand on it. Pass intended for Ken Gossett as we get another look at it right here.
Yeah, mistakes are something that Tallahassee can't afford to make here in the second half. Down by 10 against a Baltimore team that has been flexing its muscle here ever since about the start of the second quarter, Colin.
And here's to give to Francis on 3rd and 2, and they said he didn't get it. I thought he fell forward and got the first down, but the official says no. He's showing to the marker.
Wow.
And the Pride will be forced to punt. Oh, wait, Frank Gooden. He found his hanky. He's throwing it on the field, challenging the spot.
There we go. That sends our 62 back to his little private area.
And get to view this one under the hood.
Here's our look at it.
Juke?
Oh, yeah.
I think he got it. I think he got
Is
it.
his knee down? No. No, his
And
knee.
he is down over the line.
Yeah, and the ball is forward of that point. So, let's see what they say, though.
What? And Frank is right on the challenge. So each coach has been used one challenge, and they've won them. They've won them both.
Each coach is 1 for 1 on their challenges, and that's important. If Tallahassee is going to keep this thing close, they need to continue to possess the ball. And I know you talked about touchdowns, Colin, but even a field goal will, help them. Gets it back to a one-score game.
Christensen down the middle of the field. Oh, it's dropped, and Gossett was hit really hard by Bolt. And he forces the ball loose. Standard pro set backfield. Julius Williams joins Francis in the backfield. Francis gets the call, and Francis will pick up 4 yards to set up a 3rd and 6.
Slightly behind the chains, as they say, at 3rd and 6. But Tallahassee just has to buckle up the rest of the way. They're going to get back in this thing.
They got the golden paw prints on their uniforms. What do you think of that, Rick?
I totally dig that.
As we have the bunch formation to the top, Christensen, quick drop, fires the outcut. Willis turns the field at the last moment and picks up the first down to the 48.
Boy, they just run the DBs off and create a space for him to sort of flood into there. And you got to watch out for him because on those out routes, he's turning upfield. And I think the DBs expect him to tiptoe out of bounds and avoid the hit. But this is the 3rd or 4th time he's thrown the spin move at him back into the field. And I think he's catching the Baltimore defenders slightly off guard.
Welcome in Mike Dazzo to the chat. As Christensen down the middle of the field, incomplete. I believe the pass was intended for Gosson, and he's looking at his head. What? I should have caught that ball.
I think it's safe to say that Baltimore has fixed their intermediate route over the middle problem from the first quarter, Colin. And Tallahassee is loath to give up attempting to the advantage of Baltimore.
3 wide outs. Press coverage look from Baltimore as the line shifts down to the left side. Defensive line for Baltimore, that is. Christensen fires deep. Oh, it's almost intercepted by Tony Willis, but the pressure was on.
Wow. They
had the right idea going for the lob.
Tallahassee nearly made them because Baltimore lined up 5, rushed 5, and then brought 2 more on a delayed blitz, Colin. And they were living dangerously and able to make the precise, accurate throw he needed there.
There's a look at Jones. He's been really productive today as Christensen on 3rd down got sacked by Max Xavier.
Hello, way up there in the booth, guys. Thank you. Actually, I might be able to see you. The long eyes out.
Well,
the sack.
The sack is really deflating as McCoy is on the field to punt. And here is the kick to Bolt, and Bolt returns it to the 24. Welcome in Miss Ashley Jackson, podcaster extraordinaire. Back on the field, Mike Dazzo's under center. He gives off to Gaines, and Gaines will pick up 2 yards. We have a 2nd and 8. Here's Dazzo, gives off to Gaines, and Gaines will make it a 3rd down and 5 situation, 79 yards on 19 carries for T. Roy.
He's a bit of a workhorse for them, and gets them some good yardage and helps keep the D off balance, Colin.
As Dazzo will quick drop this one, fire out to Lloyd Graham Jr. It's complete for a 1st down, broke a tackle and gets out of bounds at his 6.
Did you say 79 yards on 19 carries?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 4.1 average. Very nice.
Let's see here. He broke the tackle, but Gooden. Bernard Gooden. He's 6'2", 208, so even then he's giving up quite a few inches to the tight end he's covering out there. Throw. Yeah, it's intercepted by the pride. It's Alex Bond who almost returned that. Almost. It's T. Roy Gaines tracked him down.
Couldn't get away from Gaines. And good on Gaines with a sure-handed tackle. Otherwise, they got to spot Tallahassee 6, Colin.
Atkins tipped it in the air right to Dazzo.
Let's go.
Right to Bond, rather.
I want to welcome Denver into the booth. Denver made the trip with us, as he usually does.
And back to throw on the medium dropback as Christensen fires it out to Gossett. He picks up 6 yards. That's Dazzo's 3rd interception of the day. Christensen's thrown 2. And that is now up to 168 passing.
I want to remind everybody, Denver is scheduled to appear at the SFL meetings.
Yes, the SFL Sims Atlanta coming up now in 2 weeks' time.
But he's a lot like Tiger Woods in golf tournaments, scheduled to play. Denver is scheduled to appear.
As Christensen down the middle of the field, complete to Hunter Jones. That'll be good enough for a 1st down to 13.
Such a big personality, you know. Something might come up. You never know.
1st and 10 at 13. Christensen got him operating smooth. Both run games for both Gaines and Francis have been held in check. No relative big gains. Christensen medium drop back. Fires this one to the $6 million man. Lee Majors, his 2nd catch of the game.
Yeah. Denver wants me to remind everybody, if he has his vest on, that means he's working and he's a no-go zone. Does not have his vest on. He's not working. And you can gain permission from Colin to interact with him in those cases.
Jones has 7 catches for 79 yards on 9 targets. Here's to get to Francis. Francis spinning like a whirling dervish down to the 3-yard line.
Wow, it looked like he got the 1st down from here, Colin. What do you see on your monitor there?
I think he did. Or if that, it might have been inches rather than just a yard.
Yep. A little hat-on-hat football here, eh?
This is where you get your pad level low and just blow everybody off the line. Oh! Got the 1st down, but he didn't score. Gaz McFly saved the touchdown at least momentarily.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
That was an excellent defensive play, but unfortunately for Baltimore, it's a 1st down inside the 1. A QB sneak right here. Oh, they overshift.
Yeah, they overshift to the strong side of formation. Here's to get to Francis. He finishes the job with a nice juke move and a hole for the touchdown. And now it's a 13-17 game pending the extra point.
Well, that's just what the doctor ordered for the Pride. As they get some of their pride back here.
Cut it to a 4-point game.
It'll be 3 points if this PAT is successful. Again, back to a one-score game, and anybody who, of course, nobody pays attention to me, but as you get, deeper you get into the game, the more you have to play for possessions. It's a possession game, not necessarily anything else.
Do you have a game break for us, Cam?
Just making sure that SFL headquarters gets all the airtime they need. They will let us know if something exciting happens as the Pride kick.
And here's Bolt on the return up the middle. He goes trying to cut to the outside. There's Giovanni Bolt. Almost broke it open.
Almost broke it open. That gets Denver all excited there. He loves
Bolt gets to the 39.
He loves the return game, does the retriever.
He should. Here's a bunched formation to the bottom side. Blitz being shown by the Pride. They back out of it, however. And here's the throw out to, I believe that is Daly Holder. His 4th reception. Yes, it is. On 5th targets for the 5th-year man who previously spent his first 2 seasons with the San Antonio Vaqueros before they went farther west to become the Denver Nightwings.
Or maybe more north. We'll have to get the map out.
There's Steven at large. Welcome. As Gaines breaks a tackle and he picks up a first down at a 47.
And Gaines is Mr. Reliable so far for Baltimore.
Yeah.
They'd obviously like to get that touchdown back because they've crossed midfield.
At the 47, they're up by 3. Here's to get the Gaines again, and Leroy will pick up 5. You know, I was just about to make the remark that all of the professional teams that base themselves out of Baltimore seem to have a bird name. You had the Baltimore Ravens, you had the Baltimore Orioles. As we reach the end of the 3rd quarter, Baltimore 17, Tallahassee 14. Simulation Football League on.
Well, the Colts had to leave. They weren't birds.
Tonight's Simulation Football broadcast on YouTube is brought to you in part by Nation's Best, helping college, high school, and youth players help hashtag Secure the Bag, score, stream the official scoring app of the SFL, Sector 6 custom esports jerseys and apparel, as well as the shop provider and Spygo dedicated to the craft of audio. Once again, Rick, the aerial shots are brought to you by AirViews, united by drone. Visit airviews.com for more drone footage.
All I got to say about that, Colin, is let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on in safari with me. Let's hit the beach, boys. Don't give it away.
Here's to get the gain. Spins through the hole. No, tried to break off a tackle. He's close to 93 yards. Average still healthy, 4.2. AJ Francis, a little bit of an off day, 2.3.
Yeah, the battle of the backs. T-Roy is the big boy tonight so far.
Here's the give to Gaines, and Gaines through the middle, and T-Roy is just wearing down like a hammer on defense.
Yeah, they got to be a little tired of seeing him, and that's everybody looks for the big plays, the turnaround, the chunk stuff, exciting defensive fumble recovery or interception, but the foundation of your winning football team is built on a running game that can
Empty backfield for Dazzle, 5 wide.
get you some yardage consistently.
As here's the throw down the field, knocked away.
And in the
Michael Sprouse.
In the pass-happy SFL, a strong running game, I think, really gets a lot of teams off balance.
And here's Warfield, second-year wide receiver, top draft pick for Baltimore a year ago. And Dazzle fires it out to Holder, and he picks up 4 yards to set up a 3rd and 6. Ideally, if you're Tallahassee, you want to hold them to 3 points at the very least.
Oh, ideally, if you're Tallahassee, you stop them from scoring, right? But yes, if you're going to give up points.
Throw over the middle, complete for the first down to the 16.
Well, they're in the red zone and well in field goal territory, so.
Dazzo is 20 of 28 for 202 yards with that last completion to Older.
Focus, the point of your exercise here on defense needs to be keeping them out of the end zone.
Here's Gaines in the backfield.
Whoa,
back to throw. And throw over the middle, complete to Holder again, and he picks up about 7.
They inch themselves closer and closer. Tallahassee D is on point. And they're going to have to come up with another something here. Something to stymie the Vultures.
And here's to get the Gains. He spins to the hole and picks up the first down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And just like that, it's 1st and goal. Did you say Baltimore had trouble traditionally beating Tallahassee? Or was it the other way around?
Baltimore has never beaten Tallahassee, but they're looking to change the narrative today as Gaines is stopped.
They have a lead with 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter and the ball in the red zone. Right now, the predictometer is solidly in the Vultures' favor.
2nd and goal from the 4. Here's Dezzo, one receiver to either side, staring at a goal line defense. He's going to throw over the top of it. And he turned around, grabbed the ball with one hand, and he got out of bounds at the 1.
They run so close to the sideline, and then QBs have such a hard time delivering it.
As the throw down the middle, Lloyd Graham Jr. is good for a touchdown. From the 1-yard line, and that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. So it's back out to a 10-point game with 7:38 to go.
Well, pending the PAT, it will be a 10-point game, Colin, and your Baltimore Vultures keep pace with Tallahassee, who had just scored a touchdown to narrow it to 3.
Here is the extra point is good, so it's now a 24-14 game. With the kickoff pending.
Don't be sure to like the SFL on Instagram. As the kick is away, 3 yards deep in the end zone. They'll bring it out and they catch him at the 19. Just solid special teams there by Baltimore Vultures. And if the Tallahassee Pride have anything special, it's probably time to start bringing out the different looks or the different packages. So they go 2 wide to the left, top of your screen. Which calls the signals it's a handoff deep. Only makes it back to the original line of scrimmage, or the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. I want to remind everybody there's a nice slate of games on Monday night. And we've got a bunch to the top of the formation. Deep drop. Oh, and they catch him swinging it out to the right side of the formation. And it's a first down. There's that something special we were looking for. As everybody thinks it's going to be something on the bunch side, immediately swing it out in the flat. So 1st and 10 on the Tallahassee 32. Four wide this time. And a nice little lob pass over the D there. It's not a dart, and he's going. He's in the end zone. It's a touchdown. Oh my goodness. It's a 57-yarder. What were they on the 33, 32? Who cares? It's a touchdown. And we had talked about how quarterbacks get too excited and put too much mustard and throw a flat pass. This time he is able to drop it in. And hits Gossett for the touchdown. So with the PAT, and it's they cut it back to a 3-point game.
And they're saying it 68 yards.
68, yeah.
On the reception. And Christensen atones for some of his earlier sins.
It is a faith of redemption. Football has many redeeming qualities.
And the return is wrapped up at the 28-yard line. So Baltimore all of a sudden feels the pressure now as it tightens down to a 3-point game again.
I was thinking the very same thing, Colin. It's like a little bit of a wake-up call for Baltimore. Not that they were sleeping, but Tallahassee hadn't really shown a deep strike capability.
And Dazo goes to the out pattern again, and Warfield picks up 4 yards.
If Tallahassee...
No, that's Holder.
Sorry about that. If Tallahassee can get a stop here, I think the momentum is in doubt between both teams. If Tallahassee gets a stop, I think it swings in their favor.
So the Rico-meter swings firmly Baltimore
to maybe back. It's moving back towards the center. We'll see.
Gaines on the carry again. T-Roy broke a tackle, goes to the outside, and they will get the first down to the 38-yard line.
Rico-meter likes T-Roy Gaines. It's inching back towards the Baltimore side. Strengthening on the Baltimore side. I'm going to turn this into like a bond rating, right? Where you got a certain rating and then you're on watch for a grade or a downgrade. So
And watch for an upgrade right now as Gaines breaking tackles and shrugging off people like they were flops.
It'd be like a double entry accounting system. So one team's upgrade is another team's downgrade. So if I'm downgrading Baltimore, that means I'm upgrading Tallahassee. Now Baltimore may still have a positive rating, Tallahassee have a negative rating, but that gives you an idea and an indication of direction that you might expect to see things move.
2nd and 4, Dazzo turns, gives to Gaines again. He picks up another first down to the 49. And they put it on the shoulders of this strapping lad from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Well, I know Howard Cosell would love my football bond rating analogy. Thank you very much, Colin, being the lawyer that he was.
2 tight ends and balance line. Morgan Gaines deep. Warfield to the bottom of the screen. And here's to get the Gaines again for like the 5th play in a row. He picks up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
They're going to burn clock and fully fill the defensive line's muscles with lactic acid from trying to have to stop T-Roy.
There's Chappelle. It's no easy task to tackle a 240-pound man.
Running, that's by like 230 pounds of muscle.
Here's to get the Gaines again. T-Roy. Too.
Same play.
Where have we seen this before? Oh, wait.
South Michigan pulled that. Who did they do that against?
They did that against Indiana.
Indiana, yeah.
Where they
all the way down the field and then scored a touchdown on them, yeah.
Yeah, it was power and ISO, and they kept flipping it all the time.
Everybody knew it was
3rd
coming.
and 4. Do they go to Gaines again? Yes, they do on the trap. He spins inside, but he stopped. He stopped the yard short of first down. He's now up to 133 yards on 31 totes of the ball.
There's your pride right there. So they force a 4th down. They punt on 4th down.
Oh, Grant picks up a chance of defense.
Oh.
The offense, they want perhaps. Oh boy.
Or is this the ritualistic burning of a timeout?
The equivalent of a staring contest. Play clock winding, and Joe burns the timeout with 2:34 left. So I guess that was a means of just trying to milk more clock and getting something else done, but they only got one of the things done. There's Tim Johnston taking over full coaching duties from team co-owner Thomas Paternity.
Well, they're going to give the ball back to Tallahassee with a decent amount of time. 2.5 minutes. Tallahassee with all 3 of their timeouts.
And the kick is away. Gunner is down there, and he'll to the end zone. What's he doing? A guy named Maryland crossed over the border into the end zone. Ouch. Felix Maryland, that is.
He was not Felixing it on that play.
Split backs, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Willis in the slot. Christensen back to throw. Has all day to throw. Fires down the middle and Gossett. And that's good.
My.
For the Tallahassee 40.
Unbelievable throw right in between the defenders, Colin. A short drop, quick throw. Very precise. Well done.
Dwayne Schindler says they may need that timeout back. And I wouldn't question Dwayne's wisdom there. They might need it back if the Pride are able to go down and get some kind of score. Here's Christensen lining up with 3 wide receivers as we reach the 2-minute warning. Here in Tallahassee, the Vultures in front by 3, but the Pride have the ball.
And the Baltimore defense in the uncharacteristic position for them in this game of having to wear the jersey. It's all on them right now. You okay there?
We have a 1st and 10 from the 40. The clock disappeared on us for a minute, but the truck was able to get it back as Christensen is sacked.
Speaking of getting back.
Oh, man, he's sacked by Albert again. His 2nd sack of the day. That's a loss of 6. Here's the pass. Christensen is going out to Francis, and Francis can't get out of bounds and will only get 2 yards, and they call time with 1:42 left.
Just an unfortunate combo of plays right there, and I'm not sure. I mean, I understand you want to get Francis out in the flat, right, Colin? Try and get him some room, let him do his thing, but
I mean, they did get him out in the flat earlier.
Yep.
As you so eloquently described, out of that very formation. And this time they're going for broke. They emptied out the backfield, 5 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top.
That's 4.
Christensen going deep, and Thornberry almost had another one-handed interception. Pass intended for Grayson Willis, his 7th target. He's got 5 of them. And this, for all intents and purposes, might be the ball game here, Rick.
It could be, as Double X Hendricks makes a nice play and actually maybe a game-saving play at that point, because he doesn't get a tip on that thing. And
Willis ran the perfect post corner, and Christensen just didn't lob it up there.
He did, but it just maybe not enough. Could have let him maybe with a little more air. That's something that
We have a 4th and 14.
They got to work on. This is your ball game right here. Right here.
Let's see what happens. Christensen back to throw over the middle. Slane dropped it. Oh no!
It was pointless anyways. He was well short of the line of gain and very well covered on the backside there.
And the fans are stunned here in Pride Park. They still have 1:34 to milk, but only 2 timeouts. Mighty RX says, pressing while in zone is usually death. It's here to get the T-Roy games. Breaking tackles, and he almost broke it open. He picked up 6 yards regardless, however. Set it up a 2nd and 4, 1 timeout remaining.
He knows if they get one first down, that's going to ice it.
Here is the 2nd and 4. Gives to Gaines, hurdles the man over, picks up a first down, and that might just about do it.
That forces Tallahassee to burn their last time out. As the fans in Tallahassee are like, who is this team from Baltimore? Where did they come from?
And here is one of the more celebrated formations in all of football, the victory formation. As Dazzo takes a knee. And the entertainment continues. Meanwhile, tomorrow at 5 Central, 6 Eastern, Seattle takes on St. Louis. That's on YouTube. And tonight at 7:30 Central, that's 8:30 Eastern, Alaska takes on Denver in a championship game rematch from Season 12. And the kneel down by Dazzo.
It's like a 5-second differential. We'll have to snap it one more time.
Third and 13. Do they rub a little salt in the wound after this kneel down? That's the question.
How would they do that?
They still have 2 timeouts in their pocket. They could use them if they want to, but I doubt it.
Why? Their objective is to burn the clock.
And the ball game is over. Baltimore defeats Tallahassee for the first time ever in Tallahassee. By a score of 24-21. Rick, that was an exciting game.
It was. It really was. And Tallahassee comes out like a house of fire, goes down and puts points on the board. And then both teams struggled a little bit, and Baltimore all of a sudden is up 10-7 and never looks back.
Alex Bond had 11 tackles. Sher Chappelle from his safety spot with 14. That tells you the kind of game this was. Baltimore finished with 3.5 sacks from 2 players. Christian 288 yards, but ultimately it was that pick 6 that proved to be a little much, although Alex Bond nearly had a pick 6.
Yeah, Tallahassee kept clawing their way back, got within 3 a couple of times, but couldn't get over and couldn't stop Baltimore when they needed to.
Francis finishes with 30 yards. Teroy Gaines with 144. He might be in the running for player of the game. Lloyd Graham Jr. had a nice couple short touchdowns. There's one of them there. And I tell you, Baltimore's looking like a playoff team after missing it a year ago.
Well, in the early going, yes, sir.
And for Tallahassee,
we've seen
1-1, but they're kind of a healthy 1-1.
Oh yeah, yeah. Both of these teams are solid teams, and I think Schindler mentioned in the chat both potential playoff teams evenly matched, and we saw that there. And
Lloyd Graham Jr. was player of the game. 7 catches for 94 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Look at that average yards per catch, 13.4.
So those 2 touchdowns there
proved to be the big difference. Well, for those of us at the Simulation Football League, I am Colin Northup. He's Rick Northup. Special thanks to our executive producer, Mr. Cameron Irvine. For all of us at the Simulation Football League, have a good night and tune in to Alaska Denver.